Howdy Broncos country, Mace here. Day 2 of mandatory minicamp. Day 2 officially brought J.K. Dobbins to the Broncos. He met with media after practice, certainly very enthusiastic about being here. Certainly brings a very up-tempo, peppy personality of the room. Certainly that'll, bring some liveliness to the running back room, bring some leadership as well, as you'd expect with a guy who's going to be the most experienced running back in there. On the field, more of the same, more of what we've been seeing from the rookies. Let's start with Pat Bryant on the offensive side. Devon Vele not out there for a second consecutive day, which meant we saw a lot of Pat Bryant. We saw the Bo Nix to Pat Bryant combination working today. Now, it wasn't all smiles and sunshine. There was a drop early on for Pat Bryant, but there were also some nice plays for Pat Bryant, working the slant routes, working down the field as well. So seeing him get involved, Sean Payton talked after practice about how he's seeing the things that he saw leading up to the draft. The vision is starting to be realized. Of course, we know that right after drafting Pat Bryant, he made the Michael Thomas comparison in terms of the traits and skill set. So when you're seeing those things manifest, that's a pretty good sign going forward. On the defensive side, how often have I been saying over the last few weeks that Q Robinson, the 4th round pick, is making plays? Well, we saw more of that again today. We saw more from Dondrea Tillman. It's really kind of unfair, quite frankly, that Dondrea Tillman and Q Robinson are going against second and third team tackles. Frankly, these are mismatches. Dondrea Tillman, of course, the second-year edge rusher, he was one of the 20 most efficient edge rushers last year per Pro Football Focus data in terms of pressure rate and sack rate. So it's a little bit of a mismatch, and we're seeing that when he goes against backup tackles. But for Q Robinson, who's a rookie, and he's consistently generating pressures and plays that would be sacks under game conditions, it's kind of a revelation. And so we're seeing depth manifest itself in a big way at edge. We also saw the first glimpse of 2-minute no huddle at the end of practice. For the first team offense, they went nowhere. They didn't get a first down against the first team defense. So the D got the win there. 2s versus 2s, it went to the offense, driving downfield into goal to go. A really nice play that moved the offense into goal to go when Jarrett Stidham hit Trent Sherfield, the free agent wide receiver pickup, to provide depth and special teams help. Nice play to get the offense into goal to go. Saw from the running backs, good work from R.J. Harvey. He just looks different than the rest of the running backs out there. Even saw some good work from Tyler Bidet, and Audric Estime also making some plays as well. Jaleel McLaughlin, I mentioned on Orange and Blue today. He's kind of in his own box. He made some plays as well today. So continue watching him, because I still think he's going to be in the mix and be on the 53-player roster. So J.K. Dobbins out here. We also heard from the coordinators. We'll talk more about that on Orange and Blue today. But you're going to hear from the coordinators on some of our Orange and Blue Today preview shows as we get into the off-season downtime, which starts next week. There's plenty to say from the coordinators, Darren Rizzi, Joe Lombardi, Vance Joseph. We'll dive into that both in Orange and Blue Today and in our preview series at denversports.com over the next few weeks. So one more day of minicamp. Sean Payton did make it clear he's not canceling the last day of minicamp as he did last year. There will be a practice Thursday morning. We'll be out here for that. That's it from here. Take care. Thanks for watching. Talk to you Thursday.